What's up, fight fans? Welcome to my channel. This is Johnny, and in today's video we're going to be going over the statistics that nobody talks about when mentioning Dmitry Bivol. Guys, before I continue, I want to say thank you to all the new subscribers. Thank you to everybody who's been with me since day one, and if you haven't already, could you please hit the notification button? What this will allow me to do is pop up in your feed every time I put something out that's new. Thank you. Guys, we're less than a few weeks away from the showdown that we've been waiting for so long in the light heavyweight division. Riyadh season, Dmitry Bivol versus Artur Beterbiev. Yesterday, I featured Beterbiev in that video, talked about who he was, how he goes about his business. That is tagged in this video. So after you watch the Bivol breakdown, go watch Beterbiev. I should also tell you guys, this is not my prediction video. We'll do that later on next week. I want to remind everybody, maybe new fans or people who aren't aware, who is Dmitry Bivol. I'm going to go over his resume, how he goes about his business, and talk a little bit about some pros and cons going into this Beterbiev fight. We have to remember, Bivol is one of only two guys to beat Canelo Alvarez other than Floyd Mayweather. Granted, Canelo went up to 74. Bivol showcased him. I mean, if you watch that fight, nobody's going to sit there and say Canelo won that fight. Dmitry Bivol is world class in his boxing skills. He has one of those fight styles that you could see a silhouette of him shadow boxing and you'll instantly know that's Dmitry Bivol. He poses quite the puzzle for any potential opponent because of that style. His tricky footwork, how slick he is on the outside, how he enters the pocket and exits the pocket, and most impressively, how he uses his punching output to break down his opponent, not only physically, but also mentally. It's psychologically damning in the ring when you're trying to execute a game plan and your opponent is just negating everything you throw at him, and that is Dmitry Bivol in a nutshell. If you look at his knockout to win ratio, it's about 50%. It doesn't scream knockout artist because that's not what he does. He is a boxing savant. So when you pair Bivol versus Beterbiev up, what you're gonna get is that classic boxer versus puncher. We know what we're expecting with Beterbiev. With Bivol, he's coming off of his first knockout win in a long time against late replacement Malik Zanad. We know his last fight against Zanad was supposed to be against Beterbiev, but Beterbiev had to pull out due to a knee issue. In October 12th, we have that fight. Guys, I want to remind everybody a little bit before we continue, who is Dmitry Bivol? Guys, Bivol was born December 18, 1990. He's a Russian professional boxer who has held the WBA light heavyweight title. As an amateur, he won a gold medal at the 2013 World Combat Games in the 81 kg weight category. As of June 2024, Bivol is ranked as the world's third best active fighter pound for pound. BoxRec has him ranked #1 in the world at light heavyweight, and The Ring has him ranked #6 overall out of all fighters in the world. Was listed by multiple sources as the fighter of the year in 2022, including The Ring magazine and the Boxing Writers Association of America. When people see Bivol, they always ask what ethnicity he is. Bivol's father was born in Moldova, SSR, while his mother is ethnic Korean born in Kazakh SSR. Dmitry's parents moved to Kyrgyz SSR after graduating and marrying. Dmitry was born and raised in Kyrgyzstan until the age of 11 when he moved to St. Petersburg, Russia. As an amateur, Bivol took up boxing at the age of 6 in Kyrgyzstan. Bivol is a naturally bigger kid and he weighed a lot compared to an average-sized boy of his age. He explains how his confidence grew as he started to win over much older guys in his amateur fights. Bivol was a decorated amateur, winning 2 world championships at the junior level as well as a bronze at the 2008 Youth Games. Bivol won the Russian National Amateur Boxing Championships in 2012 and 2014 at light heavyweight. His record as an amateur was 268-15. Bivol made his professional debut in November 2014. He won his first 6 fights by knockout. Bivol sparred Igor Mekantsev, Jean Pascal, and Sheverinsky early in his career. Even though Bivol lives in Russia currently, he trains in Southern California. When you watch Bivol fight, you see boxing motion at work. He is a constant movement sort of fighter. You'll never really see him plant down on his shots too much, especially early. He's moving in and out. He's moving in and out. He's giving his opponents a lot to look at. And as an opponent of Bivol, when you see that movement, what that does is kind of scatters the brain, all the feints, all the movements, all the slips, all the exits, all the entrances, and we've never seen anybody be able to handle that. So it's really interesting, and that's going to be the narrative going into the Beterbiev fight is, will Beterbiev be able to track him down, slow him down, catch him, and hurt him with his power, and will Bivol be able to do what he wants to do, execute that game plan that he's always done so well throughout his career? Now let's take a closer look at Bivol's overall record going into the Better Beef fight. Overall, Bivol's 23-0 with 12 knockouts. He's ranked number 1 in the world at light heavyweight. He carries into the ring a 52% career knockout to win ratio, and throughout his career, he has fought a total of 190 rounds. The Russian is an orthodox fighter standing at 6 feet tall with a 72-inch reach. He last fought Malik Zanad, 22-0, knockout in the 6th. Lyndon Arthur, 23-1, UD in the 12th. Gilberto Ramirez, 44-0, UD in the 12th. Canelo Alvarez, 57-1, UD in the 12th. And it's like I said earlier, when Bivol enters the boxing ring, he's going to execute a game plan. He's going in there to take everything that his opponents do well and negate it through his feints, his timing, his movement, and his punching power. On record, it might not see that he's a knockout artist, but he does have power. He has enough power to make his opponents change their game plan and not get into the risk-taking exchanges that'll get you knocked out. What he likes to do as well is pour it on as the fight goes on towards later rounds. He loves putting his opponent into a position where they can't do anything. It's almost like some of his opponents have seen a ghost in terms of the deer in the headlights of wanting to exchange with him. So it's going to be interesting. He's going to be the slightly taller guy than Better Beef. He's going to be the younger guy than Better Beef. But wait till next week until I do my fighter prediction. There are two important, I don't want to say obvious narratives going into the fight that are going to play against both Better Beef and Bivol, and I'll mention it here. With Better Beef, he's coming off of a knee surgery. He's also 39 years old, going on 40. So age will not be on Better Beef's side. With Bivol, it's something that I haven't spoken about enough, but it's in the news and I have to bring it up. He's going through a really nasty divorce. His ex-wife is posting tons of things on social media and the media is starting to pick up on it. Without getting too deep about that, you have to think that sort of stuff, that sort of chaos weighs in on the fighter's mind, and it'd be impossible not to bring those sort of distractions into the ring. Only time will tell how that will sort itself out, and we'll see if Bivol is able to calm all the chaos come the 12th and execute that game plan. I should also mention Vegas has Dmitry Bivol right now as a 2-1 favorite. So as the fight gets closer to fight night, if that changes, I'll keep you guys up to date. In the comment section below, who do you got winning this fight? Artur Better Beef or Dmitry Bivol?